What's going on, Brick Talk fam? It's your boy James again for another Brick by Brick. And I just want to talk to y'all about removing the ifs from your vocabulary, right? Like, if this happens, then what about this? And if da da da. I think that hypotheticals are always easy to come up with, right? But we shouldn't exist in like this delusional world, Like, at the end of the day, what we have is what we have, and what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen, right? So if we continually exist in like what if, then what if is just going to be that what if. And I think if we get so caught up in that, then you don't do anything, right? Because you get so caught up in what might happen that you block your blessings and you stop yourself from actually starting and being committed and sticking with it, because you're like, oh, well, what if this happens? What if the worst case scenario? Like, yeah, of course it can. Anything can happen at any point in time. You might die, you might just not wake up. Like, there's always a possibility of something terrible happening. But at the end of the day, what if it works out, right? So what if we think positively? So as opposed to just saying if, just do it. Shout out to Nike. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just do it, bro. Just work and just show up the best way that you can. Because if we just go what if, then we'll stop ourselves because of hypotheticals. This is something I had to deal with personally. This is why I can talk about it. I think for a long time, I've always placed myself in a box. I said I wanted certain things, but I wouldn't really get the things necessary to achieve those things done, right? I wouldn't actually work towards it because I was afraid, right? Fear was a real thing for me. I was afraid of what may happen. I was afraid of the possibility of the losing the money, of the relationship not working out, of going into debt, of so on and so forth. I was just afraid, and all of those fears capsized me, right? I just bottled them up. And I got to a point where I felt so low. I was like, man, like, why isn't it working out? Why am I not achieving the things I want to achieve? And then I looked into the mirror and realized I was the problem, right? Because I lived in a what if world. I lived in a hypothetical world. I lived in delusion where I would stop myself from even trying, from even attempting to do it, to go for the things that really matter to me. So, man, it's just, I don't even know how else to say it. I don't know what other way to say it other than stop getting in your own way. Stop allowing your mind to control you and hold you captive. Stop allowing your language to be a barrier. Stop allowing your relationships to be your pathway to something different in your life. So we live through people. Oh, I wish I could do it. You can do what they're doing. You can do differently or better than what someone else is doing if you just gave yourself a chance, right? So this is me. This is James, not only raising my hand to say, okay, like, I did it, but I'm also coming to you in front of your face on your screen to motivate you and help you and push you towards doing it, towards going for it, towards believing in yourself, and stop saying what if. What if it doesn't work? What if it does? Okay? So come on, guys, let's band together, right? I'm gonna hold you accountable, you're gonna hold me accountable, right? Let's be real about it, and let's continue to show up every day. Let's continue to be determined in what we do. Let's continue to push forward. Let's continue to believe in ourselves and think positively. That's the key, right? The key is to be positive about it, to think positively, not negatively, but positively, and to have ultimately a good outlook on what we're working towards, right? Because of course negative is going to happen. Of course we're going to hit roadblocks, but if we keep that positive outlook, then that's going to help us to overcome it every single time. So I'm with y'all. Y'all with me? I hope so. I love you guys. This is another Brick by Brick, and we'll talk again soon. Love. Peace.
Off season.
All men are created equal. Some just work harder during the off season.
Let's work.